Hello, everyone, and welcome to Trenton in Pennsylvania, I think, for the running of the Valvoline 500. I believe this track, I don't know how long this track is, but Caleb Campbell got the pole. I'll go over your top 10. It's gonna be 68 laps around Trenton. I think this track's a little more than a half a mile. I mean, a little more than a mile and a half. I don't know, but let's go over top 10 here. So, of course, on the pole, it's Caleb Campbell, his first driver to get 2 poles so far. I don't know what race where he got. I think he got the pole at M&M's too. So, yeah. And him, Roger Ray, owner driver. Both of them are owner drivers, by the way. Roger Ray owns Roger Racing. Caleb Campbell owns Caleb Campbell Motorsports. Both of these guys still looking for wins. There's Luke Rainey, Hillside winner, in the 4th, and Joshua Sim next to him. In the 18 for Anderson Motorsports. Toyota is the only manufacturer who has not won yet. There's Johnny Gardner right there. Eric Monaco in 6th. 8th, John Gilbert right here, and that's in Riley Swirly Tubes in 7th. He almost won the Kansas race, ended up with a 2nd place finish, running, and he's one of your racer way in drivers. And he gets to start decent. And 9th, LJ Toledo, and 10th, Jonathan Rains, who is another owner driver. So yeah, I'll be back. Let's go down for the command.
Start your engines!
There it is. Now, let's get ready. Pace car. I'm gonna start rolling off here, and we're about to go green here at Trenton. This track is an interesting one because on the basically in the middle of the backstretch, you got a right-hander or like a right kick, you'd say, and that makes this track really hard to set up for with the pace cars in. And green flag in the air. A lot of people say this track's shaped like a kidney bean or whatever, but Caleb Campbell jumps off with it, jumps way out in front there. See Joshua Sim also getting around Roger Ray, and they're all, oh my goodness, they're almost 5 wide back there. That part of the track is really wide. Looks like Joshua Sim will be able to clear Roger Ray, but it looks like Caleb Campbell will definitely be able to lead the first laps here. Oh, we got car around. Oh, that's the 3 car. Looks like he might hit the wall there. And I think I don't think that was a caution. He did not hit. He hit the wall, but that was on pit road, so I believe that isn't a caution. Yeah, it isn't. So the 3 went around there. It looks like he's changing tires, and that is not going to be a caution though. Caleb Campbell is still leading the 3. It's Junior Ramos for Powers Racing. I was talking about his bad luck last week, and well, yeah, I can really see it. Yeah, I don't even know what happened there, but Caleb Campbell still leading. 18 trying to catch. Said we're probably going to see quite a bit of single file racing early on. Well, probably for most of the race, but who knows. It is really hard to pass here. It really is. Unless you're restarting, that is. But this corner, that corner right here, that corner right there is extra tricky because you can lose a lot of ground in it if you don't do it right. And you saw that right there with the 18. Lost like a 10th or 100th, I don't even know. Take a look at the back of the field here. This is the 3. I believe he is 1 lap down. And here is, it's just a huge mess in the back. Back to our leaders. Caleb Campbell still leading, with Joshua Sim trailing behind. Caleb Campbell still looking for that win, of course. 2 poles now at this race and at M&M's, but he is still looking for that win. Both of his drivers have won. That Jake Hoover, he won the Energizer 500, almost won Hillside, but got beat out, finished second. And Eric Monaco, who was the points leader for a little bit, he won Michigan the race after. But Caleb Campbell, the only one on the team who is yet to win, and he's leading. He's being pretty decent. He has a pretty steady lead over the 18 right now. The 18 can't really make any moves, of course. Gene's still trying to close, though. And he's definitely closing a little bit. I'm surprised Roger Ray hasn't tried to step out to do anything, though. It is hard to pass here, though, because that right-hander. It's hard to pass on the outside in the turns, but it's hard to pass on the outside on that right-hander. So you don't want to mess that up. 18 big ground here. Let's take a look at Campbell's rear camera. Like I said, Toyota, the only manufacturer who hasn't won yet. Nick Smith in a Dodge won an Auto Club for Roger Racing. Roger Ray, team owner, right there. First race was won by Chevy, Jake Hoover. And the race after that, and Ford probably has the most wins out of all the manufacturers right now. The only competition right now is Chevy, basically, but I believe they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think they have 5 wins. And it looks like that 18's losing a bit of ground there. The 29 looked try to make a move. Looked like the 19 tried to make a move there and didn't work out. And that might let the 20 catch up a little bit. Just the back of the pack's calm down a little more. Back to our leaders. The 18 is losing a bit of ground now on the 46. I think the 3 has caught up to the back of the pack, but he's got to go through the entire field if he wants to get his lap back. That's the thing. Campbell still leading. I wouldn't be surprised to see him lead the most laps today, because this track is kind of like Kansas, where it's extremely hard to pass, and most of the race is single file. So, and the chances of pole sitter winning is pretty high. So, hey, Caleb Campbell might finally get that win. I'm surprised he hasn't even won already, but he might finally get it here. Trenton. I think this is in Pennsylvania. I'm not too 100% sure. Pocono has one of its turns based off of this track. And that track's also in Pennsylvania, so. Being Kansas, there's Farley Swirly Tube who almost won Kansas, but he actually took the lead on the outside, but Alexander Rowe took it back, and Rowe got his first win of the season, and Rowe is still the points leader. Wondering what's gonna happen when pit stops happen. I wouldn't be surprised to see this race caution free. To be 100% honest, maybe we'll see Caleb Campbell lead every single lap. I'm not sure. Go on board with Roger Ray here. Take a lap on this camera, the splitter camera. 18 trying to look underneath that 46 there. Gonna fall back in line though. Looking at that right-hander. Still looking. Gonna fall back in line again. 29 runs away wide, and here comes the 18 for the lead. Joshua Sim for the lead. Right here, side by side to the line. It looks like Roger Ray is gonna try to push the 18 here into turn number 1. Wonder if he can make it stick. They're still side by side. Now it's the right-hander. Now coming into a left-hander. 46. 46 still not entirely clear of the 18 here. Now he is. That really let these guys catch up. There's Luke Rainey, the Hillside winner. See what I mean? It is incredibly hard to pass here because of the right-hander. And Luke Rainey is right on the back bumper of Roger Ray now. Because of that. And it looks like we got a battle for third here between Roger Ray and Luke Rainey. Last race winner. This might let the front two pull away here. It looks like Luke Rainey trying to complete the pass. It looked like he might have a second ago, but maybe not. This corner is extremely hard to complete passes here, but it looks like he is going to complete the pass, and he will take third from Roger Ray right there. And that shows us that this passing isn't impossible, though. It's just extremely hard. Here's this track. It's the 18 looking again. Coming into the right-hander, though, that isn't going to work. Unless you can keep it there, coming into the left-hander. And that might let the 48 catch even more. As it's Chevy, Toyota, Ford, Dodge right now. That's the top 4. And I believe we do have some battling back here. There's Jay Jefferson, an Atlanta winner. I haven't talked about him that much, to be honest. But 18 lost a little bit of ground there. Was a little bit of ground. He lost a little bit of ground. Now he's got to catch that and catch back up. Which isn't the hardest thing to do. You just got to stay in line. Passing is what's hard to do, but it is kind of hard to catch when you have that turns 4 and 5. I mean, I want to say 3 and 4, but there is the right-hander which is kind of a turn. So I want to call that turn 4 and 5. Not too sure. Looks like the 3 is making his way up through the field slowly, but he's got a long way to go. By the way, I'm not too sure when halfway is. I'm just gonna say 39 would be halfway. 39 laps. Luke Rennie has caught the 18 a little bit, and it looks like 29 falling off a little bit. If you get outbreak the person in front of you in this corner, you can close up a little bit. Well, I mean, if you can like let off a little less and still complete the turn, then you might be able to do it. Joshua Sim. Anderson Racing has not won yet because, well, Toyota has not won yet at all. Take a look at a rear cam here. Usually when you have clean air, you can get off that corner way better, and that's why, 29's going into pit road. I think that's planned. It should be scheduled because I think the fuel window should be opening up pretty soon. And yeah, there's a ton of people coming in. It looks like Roger Ray is the first one to come down, though. Let's take a look at his pit stop. Team over for Roger Racing. It looks like it will be 4 tires, I think. And it's going to be 4 tires and fuel for Roger Ray, and as I believe our leaders might be coming in pretty soon. Roger Ray is going to pull off. Where are our leaders? There's Jake Hoover. There's their leader right there, the 43. I mean the 46. We'll pull into the number 1 pit stall there. It looks like the 07 might have got some back end damage. Someone might have ran into him coming in pit road, and the 46 and the 18 are almost having identical pit stops right here. 17's going to come out right there. There's Hanley, Anderson, really topping it off on fuel. Oh, did the 18 retire? Is that? Uh-oh. Yeah, okay. There's definitely a problem on the 46. No word yet. Okay, that's okay. Whatever the problem was, they just fixed it, and he lost a bunch of time right there. That's for certain. Now, I don't know who the leader is. There's still people pulling into pit road. I saw Nathan Stapleton pulling in. Julius Anderson coming back in because I think he got back end damage. Looks like the 45 and the 00 might be stuck with some kind of problem too. And I'm not too sure the leader's going to be. It might be the 9, Ben Crouch. No, it's not. I think it might be Roger Ray, who will shuffle out with the lead there. Still have no word on what the heck happened to the 18. I'm not even. I think the 48 came out on pit road. Let me try to find the 29 here. Yeah, there's the 48 right there. There's the 29. I really think he's going to be the leader. Yes, he is the leader. Yeah, okay, Roger Ray. Look at the lead, and it looks like the 48 might have fell a lap down because of that. And the 46 might as well. I mean, where'd the 18 go? Is the 18 back on track? No, apparently he is in ninth. Wait, did he? I don't know what happened. It looks like the 18 might have hit somebody on pit road there, because, yeah, they had to remove the hood on that thing. So I saw the 18 disappear. I'm not too sure what caused their pit stops to last so long, though, because they lost a ton of ground, and that puts the 29 of Roger Ray in the lead. He started second in this race. I don't think Caleb Campbell's too happy. Let's see if we... Oh, okay. Apparently, the Jackman missed the jack spawn on the side of the car. I think it might have dented the side of it a bit there. It might have... They lost a ton of time. Something with the Jackman. Maybe it wasn't... I think I'm not 100% sure, but Jackman messed up on something. Jay Jefferson's in second, but he's a little far behind. No one is out of the race. That is... I don't even know what happened to Julius Anderson. We're gonna have to look at a couple replays after this race is over. Definitely. Roger Ray going underneath another red and black car. Julius Anderson. It is hard to pass here, but is it hard to pass a half-destroyed car? No, not really, I guess. Yeah. So Roger Ray in the lead. One of his own cars won at Auto Club. That was Nick Smith in Dodge, now trying to get second win of the season already here at Trenton. No, we were just getting word on what actually happened to the 46 there. It looks like there was two problems. First of all, the Jackman couldn't get the left side. It looks like wait, they forgot a lug nut on the left side of the car. The Jackman couldn't get the car up for like a couple seconds there, and he finally got it up. And I think they were doing that in the middle of fueling too, and then that just caused a confusion of some sort. And now I think he's the last. Yeah, he's the last car in the lead lap now. But Joshua Sim, who had we haven't even got word on what the heck happened to the 18, but they're still in the top 10. On board with Roger Ray here. He has a 2-second lead over second, Jay Jefferson, Atlanta winner. And he has a 6-second lead over third, Jeff Toledo, who has been involved in almost everything. I think this might be the first time Jeff Toledo is going to get like a top. Is even going to finish a race, to be honest. I feel like he's wrecked in every single one of them, besides like the Daytona. Now here's the question though. Alright, here's the question though. Are we gonna see more pit stops? Because I feel like we might. This might even turn out to be a fuel mileage race. Really. And the car that stayed out the longest was the 97 Nathan Stapleton there. Perhaps that's strategy. He is at 17th currently. Rainey falls a lap down. Jay Jefferson, he's in second. Powers Racing Ford won at Atlanta, and now trying to catch that 29 to get a win at Trenton too. It's Roger Ray right now. 29 Budweiser. And I think if he does win this race, I believe he would be the first owner driver to win, because I don't think an owner driver's won yet. Yeah, an owner driver hasn't won yet. Jay Jefferson trying to pass the 81 damaged car, Julius Anderson. I'm definitely going to have to see what the heck happened to them. But it looks like these lap cars who aren't damaged are catching the 29. That might help out the 43 a lot there, because he is in the draft of them. Can they get around the 29 though? And that'll probably give them their lap back too. That's Luke Rainey and Johnny Gardner, two drivers that started in the front. Luke Rainey won at Hillside last week too for Powers Racing. So Ford has won the majority of races, because I believe they have 5 wins already in the season, and that means only three races haven't been won by Fords, I think, and I think those were the first 2 races, and then Auto Club was won by Dodge. And yeah, those guys right behind him are definitely those lap cars. Luke Ray and Johnny Garner, they are catching Roger Ray. That, like I said, that might help out the 43. Might help him out a lot. So far, we've been caution-free here at Trenton. I mean, I wouldn't say we've had the most exciting racing, but yeah, still caution-free so far. Though we did have a car spin earlier, that was Junior Ramos. Oh no! Alexander Rowe had a camshaft issue. Apparently, that's their points leader again. Oh, okay. That's another thing I gotta look at a replay of. I think Alexander Rowe just blew up. So camshaft. Even though points lead doesn't really matter. He's not gonna get any points today because only the top 4 to get points. That is definitely interesting. That might shake things up a little. Maybe. Yeah, Luke Rainey is right there on the back. The 29, and there is the 43. Less than a second behind now. He was 2 seconds behind a little while ago. Now he's got 2 lap cars that want to get their laps back here. And there goes Luke Rainey. Not enough for Luke Rainey yet. Oh, he's still looking though. Yeah, the 43 is right there now. I don't think Roger Ray likes this too much. He's got to try to get back in line here. It's not going to be able to, though, because there goes the 20 again. And there's the 43 right there. Oh, he is gonna try to get back in line there, but Johnny Gardner still. I think he's trying to let the 20 by there, so he can hold off that 43, but the 43 is gonna get a nose under in the corner. Jay Jefferson's gonna be going for the lead now. Side by side between a lap car for the lead. Ray runs a little wide in the corner there, but it looks like Ray's gonna be able to hold on for now. For how long, I don't know. Because the 20 and the 48 will get their laps back. Johnny Gardner and Luke Rainey. As we are approaching 10 to go, and I really think we're going to have one more set of pit stops. And Ray's got to hope there isn't any more mistakes. And by the way, that's the second time Caleb Campos got screwed over by pit stops. He was leading at Dover when a loose lug nut had him have to go back in pit road. He still got a 6th, but still, he could have won that. And now, again, with this time a missing lug nut, not a loose one. Again on the left side, except it was the back tire. And you have, as I expected, pit stops, because there goes Matt Montoya, M&M's winner, down pit road. Okay, this is going to get interesting now. This might be a fuel mileage race. It might be. Now Ray is going to have to hope for no mistakes, and Jay Jefferson's going to hope for some mistakes on the 29, but I think he should come in this time by. I think both of them. No? Oh, yep, both of them coming in this time. Let's take a look at the 29's pit stop here. He has the second pit stall. And Jay Jefferson's got like I don't even know. He has the lead over the Jeff Toledo, but the 29's got to hope for no mistakes. So does the 43, but the 43 probably wants some mistakes on the 29. It looks like the strategy probably will be 4 tires and fuel. Yep, 4 tires and fuel. It looks like it. Oh, it looks like the 29 will get off with no mistakes, and so will the 43. And it looks like I saw the 34 have some type of damage on the side there. That's Al Lagacy. That 43 is still right behind 29. Sorry about that cut. Jay Jefferson looking for the lead. Is Michael Anderson currently has the lead right next to Joshua Sim. I believe, well, I would think these guys would shuffle out, but there might be pit strategy, like I said. Because where is, oh my goodness, oh, Aiden Maverick upside down on pit road. What the, oh my god. Is that not a caution? Because I still don't think that's going to be a caution. And Maverick ended up on his roof on pit road there. You sure where's the 11 at? Because it looks like Nathan Stapleton will have to lead. And he is on pit road right there. I think Jay Jefferson might pass Roger Ray there, and I think that might be for the lead, but you're definitely going to have to look here. I have no idea what the 50 was doing upside down pit road, but 97 gonna get going. I don't think he will have the lead. I don't know where the previous leaders are. There they are right there. And they already have the lead. So Jay Jefferson has the lead here, coming to 10 laps to go. It looks he did pass Roger Ray, so he might be able to get his second career win if he can hold off Roger Ray. Roger Ray trying to become the first owner driver to win. Jay Jefferson trying to go for his second win. So we got 10 to go. Not going to be fuel mileage, but it might come down to the wire. Roger Ray hasn't been the best at passing here, I don't think. I don't think he's got down yet. So I don't... Does he have enough time, and does he have enough patience to get around that 43? He can become the first owner driver to win, or is Jay Jefferson going to get a second career win? And by the way, we still got a bunch of incidents to look at after this race is over. And Roger Ray going for the lead. He has a strong run off the corner. Side by side. Ray leads that lap. Can he clear? Coming into this corner though. If he can clear before the right-hander, it looks like he will. And Roger Ray to the lead. But the 43 still looking in on the outside. Was the inside for a second, but outside. And Roger Ray still going to clear for the lead. Roger Ray trying to get his team a second win and trying to punch his ticket into the chase. They're in the middle of a couple lap cars here. And it looks like Ray is trying to get around the 18. He almost took him out. I think he was right on the quarter panel. The right quarter panel. The 18 almost spun him into the wall there. He's going to jump inside. 43 will too. 18 going to let him on by. Can Ray hold off Jay Jefferson here for the win? Jay Jefferson with a strong run. But Caleb Campbell is going to try to get under him. Caleb Campbell will put him in between Ray and Jefferson. Caleb Campbell is a lap down, but why was the 50 doing upside down in pit road? I'm so baffled. He must have got hit on the side or something that was enough to flip the car over. Coming to 4 to go. This time by will be 4 to go. 4 to go for Roger Ray. Caleb Campbell trying to finish on the lead lap. Might use his bumper there. It looked at 29 will get trying to pass the 38. And roll the 46. Getting really close to that 29 there. That's getting a little too aggressive. Has to let off a ton there in the quarter. 3 to go. 3 laps to go. I don't think Jay Jefferson's got too wide in front of him. I don't know if he can get around these two in just 2.5 laps. Caleb Campbell might help him out a little bit here. Because here comes Campbell to the inside, trying to get his lap back. Best thing Ray can do is just let him by, and he will. Ray is Just gonna let the 46 by. 2 to go. And Jay Jefferson get around to 38 and challenge for the lead. I don't think he has enough time. Try to look to the outside of the 38. There is really nowhere to go, though. That's the 38 of Eli Bright, American Motorsports. White flag in the air for Roger Ray, trying to become the first owner driver to win a race. He started second on the outside today's race, and it looks like he may have mastered this this series version of the tricky triangle. Instead of only 3 corners, it's 5 corners. But Roger Ray coming off of turn number 5. Roger Ray is going to win the Valvoline 500. Ray will get the second win for his team and will become the first owner driver to win. Looks like he mastered the this track at 5 corners. Strange right-hander. And Roger Ray will get the win. But before we go to our finishing results, we have a couple incidents to review. Alright, so here's the first incident I want to review. This is the last incident. It's the first one I'm going to look at. So the 50 changes his tires and he comes out right in front of the 18. And that is weird. Because the game doesn't really recognize that he's flipping. We do have an onboard with the 18 there. That probably caught him way off guard. It looks like it there was just enough to flip the car over. On board with the 18. Probably not too happy after this. Yeah. Let's take a look at a different incident that involves another Anderson racing car, that being the 881 Julius Anderson. Let's see what the heck he was doing. What the heck? How the heck he ended up with no hood on the car here. Okay, this looks like when before he had damage right here. Okay, so it looks like, I'm assuming that's just glitch damage right now on the front. So let me see what happens here. I think he runs into the back of somebody, and I'm assuming that is the case. Looks like he has an extended pit stop like some others. What? Okay, that was weird by the 31 there. Does that have anything to do with it, though? Oh, that's what happened right there. So the 99 pulls up in front of Julius Anderson. That just destroys the front end, but here's the last incident I want to look at before we go to our finishing results. Junior Ramos, opening laps here, gets spun. And I'm wondering how. Oh, it looks like okay, it looks like 2 teammates, the 64 and the looks like the 17 bounced off the 99. He comes up, hits his teammate, the 64 of Luke Rakowski, and he comes up again. It spins him around. He comes down to 3, and that just spins the 3. And he barely hits the wall right there, and he straightens it out. Let's go on board with the 3, and we'll be back with the finishing results. Nothing you can do. We'll be back with the finishing results. So here are the finishing results after the Valvoline 500 Trenton Fairgrounds Raceway. Roger Ray wins. He will lead the most laps with 32. And Jay Jefferson will get a second. Not going to get a second career win already. Eric Monaco gets a third. LJ Toledo gets a fourth. Ben Crouch gets a fifth. That's the top 5. That's your top 5. Austin Rogers in 6th. Nick Smith is 7th. That's Nick Smith won Auto Club. He's one of Roger Ray's cars. And 8th, Alex Stewart. 9th, Herdo Alonso. And 10th, Nathan Stapleton. It looks like pit strategy worked out. He will get a top 10. And Roger Ray becomes the first owner driver to win, and here is everybody else. And Caleb Campbell gets a 13th. He is the last car in the lead lap because of that. There's everyone else. Alexander Rowe. I forgot to look at what happened to Rowe, but I'm just assuming he blew up in the middle of the race or something. That's unfortunate for a points leader, but I'll be back with points. And I don't know if Rowe's still going to be the points leader after this, but we'll see. Alright, so here are your points after 9 races. Roger Ray now locked into the chase with that win. He jumps up to 10th in points too. And surprisingly, Alexander Rowe, well, not actually too surprising, but Alexander Rowe still has the points lead by a couple points, but if there's another bad run for Rowe, then I think the points lead might be up. Eric Monaco still second in points. He's been pretty consistent. Caleb Campbell jumps back up to 3rd in points, and the battle on the bubble right now is John Gilbert and Junior Ramos by a couple points. And Eli Bright no longer lasts in points. That goes to Aiden Maverick, who ended up upside down in pit road today somehow. So, yeah. There are points. You can pause. You can see where you are. And, yeah.